Hey everyone, it's Rob with Passport to the Parks, and today is Saturday, March the 7th. Sorry about a little bit of a delay there in the beginning. Sometimes my stream gets a little wonky in the beginning. I'm not sure if it's actually live or not, so I give it a few to get logged on and everything. But today we're going to do the Magic Kingdom boat transportation. I believe it was last Saturday or a couple Saturdays ago. I did all of the free transportation. We did the monorail, the bus, the Skyliner, and the ferry boat here. So now I'm just going to concentrate on the Magic Kingdom boat transportation itself. There's a lot of it. It goes to all the different Magic Kingdom resorts. Fort Wilderness, it goes to Wilderness Lodge, Contemporary, Polynesian, Grand Floridian, and from the Transportation and Ticket Center where I'm at now, over to the Magic Kingdom as well. So we're going to try to concentrate on as much of it as we can, go to the different stops, and just give you a general idea of what it's like to use the boat transportation. I know people usually have a lot of questions on, how do I get over to this resort, or, do I take the monorail, do I take a boat? The Hoop-Dee-Doo review is a big one. How do I get over to the Hoop-Dee-Doo review? You can use the boat transportation is probably the best way to get over from the Magic Kingdom especially. So I'm going to get you turned around. First, visit passporttotheparks.com and definitely follow all my social media. If you haven't subscribed here yet, I would definitely appreciate that. We do a lot of fun live streams and a lot of other cool videos as well. Hit that like button, share this out. We'll try to get a lot of people on here today. Just try to do some original videos. And I love going through the parks and the resorts and all that, but I'm really kind of a transportation guy. I love the Skyliner and the monorails and all that stuff. And it's just fun doing this kind of stuff and just seeing, giving you guys a little bit of a perspective if you've never been here before, if you have, just on how a lot of this works and how to get around and stuff like that. So we're just gonna have some fun here. So I am, like I said, at the Transportation and Ticket Center. Let me turn you around here real quick. I always use my trusty Disney garbage cans for my camera to set on at first. So this is the TTC they refer to, or the Transportation and Ticket Center. Just a quick overview. This is basically where the Magic Kingdom parking lot lets into. You have the Villains and the Heroes parking lot. And once you can come inside here, you go through a security checkpoint. There's ticketing up here. You can buy your tickets, or if you need to, talk to customer service for any reasons. Then you have some different options. You can jump on the monorail, which is obviously very popular to get to the Magic Kingdom resorts, or to Epcot, or directly to the Magic Kingdom. So you have a few choices there. Or you can take the Magic Kingdom ferry boat, which is actually one of my favorite modes of transportation to scoot on over to the Magic Kingdom. I love riding the boat. It's very peaceful. It's very old and nostalgic and everything. The monorails are awesome from here. They're usually a little busier, I think, because they can fit less people on each monorail, and you have to wait a little longer for each monorail. So I like the ferry boat transportation personally, because they can put a ton of people on at one time, and they usually have 3 of them rotating around. So they get a lot of people through at any given time. There's a monorail coming in right now. That would be the direct monorail going over to the Magic Kingdom. I'm going to say Joffrey's. There's a great little coffee place here, Joffrey's Coffee. You get hot chocolate and some good cookies and coffee and all that stuff. So we're going to head on down to the ferry boat. They're actually using both docks today. So there's a dock directly in front of us, and there's a dock over to the left as well. They just roped off this dock, so I'm just going to miss this ferry boat by an inch. So I guess they're going to direct me over to the other side, so we'll have to wait for the ferry boat to come over. Hello. This way here? Okay, no problem. So when I get down here, it'll give us a little chance to chat a little bit. I'll see who's on the stream here, and we'll talk a bit. Plus you have the most beautiful sights here on the Seas Lagoon. You have the Grand Floridian directly ahead of us. The Polynesian is just over to our left here, another gorgeous resort. Contemporary is always beautiful. Just one of my favorite spots to be right here on Seas Lagoon. Got these awesome signs here, welcome MK. Then you got the ferry boats right on the bottom. Those are really, really cool. A lot of cool details down here. So we'll watch the Joe Potter leave while we're chatting here, and we'll see who's all coming on. Got a bunch of people coming on. Pete Tier Did you hear the Oompa Loompa driving the Wonka boat actually thought he was steering the boat? Did not tell them it's on a track to make it look more authentic. Yeah, we call them the Willy Wonka boats, and you'll see when we get up to the little cruisers up there. Really looks like the boats from Willy Wonka. Benjamin Haley, welcome, my friend. Magic Jez, George Stone Jr., Aurelian, hopefully I said that right. Pete here, welcome. Denny G, good morning. Michael B, Disney adds Remy's Ratatouille Adventure to the France expansion to the Epcot Park map. Oh, cool, it's on the map now. I'll have to check that out. Harrington's Love Disney, welcome. I2I Disney through our eyes, good morning, everybody. Keith Baker, good morning. Benjamin, let's see, Mary Jo, welcome. Third of its kind. Kim Hickman, John Ettinger, great to have you here, my friend. Elbin, always good to see you. Happy 55th birthday, that is very, very cool. Street Cred, always great to have you here. Robert, Rob, let's ride the Skyliner. We'll be at Port Orleans on Wednesday. Email me, rob@passporttotheparks.com. Well, I'd definitely love to do that. I guess they're going to direct us down to the other dock. So they're just going to drop down to the one dock now, which is okay. No problem whatsoever. Should have the other boat coming back here shortly. Looks like they've actually just dropped down to the one boat now, or the two boats. They were doing a 3-boat rotation. Now it looks like they dropped down to the 2. Just the crowd levels have ceased. They use them, you know, through the morning hours when it's really busy. Brian Bond, good morning. Great to have you. Bird 203, welcome. Harrington's Love Disney. The ferry boats smell better. Yes. Actually, they've redid all the interiors of the monorails, and they're really nice now. They did a nice job on making them over. You know, the old musty smell is gone. They're fresh coats of paint, fresh interiors, and they look really nice now. It's kind of a pleasure to ride them. Edward, I have the guitar shirt on today. It's under my jacket. It's a little cooler today. It's in the kind of the mid-60s with a breeze, so I wore just a light jacket, especially because we're going to be cruising around on the water and everything, so it gets a little chilly sometimes. Bird 203, I hope I get to meet you too. That would be awesome. Tracy watching from the UK. Anthony Davis, good morning. Another sunny day in Orlando. Thanks for the regular videos. Getting your Disney fix. Always glad to help. I appreciate you being here. Nana Barb, good morning. Gail Gallagher from Long Island. Michael B, pillars are going up on the Tron canopy. Oh, cool. The pillars are finally the outside canopy. I was just there like 2 days ago. I did not notice those going up, so they must just be going up. Keith, it's a beautiful day. Really blue skies, gorgeous. A little cooler weather too. Chad C, good morning. Let's see. Who else do I got coming in there? Matthew Browser, welcome. Scott Petty, good morning. Myra and the kids. Hello all. Princess Netherly, good morning. Glad to catch you live today. Loved your Runaway Railway video. Thank you for watching that. That was really a lot of fun actually to ride that ride. I missed the Great Movie Ride, just as a lot of people do, but the Mickey Mouse ride is fun. You know, it's an entertaining little 5 minutes. It's wild, it's wacky, it's zany, it's everything you'd expect out of Mickey Mouse. Sharon, hello. John Hazelton, good morning. Lots of people, lots of people. Denny G, Contemporary to Wilderness Lodge, Epcot to Beach Club, Port Orleans, French Quarter to Disney Springs. Very relaxing rides. Yeah, all kinds of awesome boat trips that you can take all around Disney. Again, we're going to be concentrating just on the Magic Kingdom boats today. So a lot of fun. Benjamin Haley, thank you so much, my friend. $9.99 super chat from Benjamin. Thanks again for all your videos. Nice to see you and the sun is shining. Very generous, my friend. I truly appreciate that. Liam, good morning. Great to have you. Remy D, hey, what's up? Disney World doing for coronavirus protection hand sanitizer. Yeah, basically it's, you know, you have to be self-aware. A lot of hand sanitizer all around. You know, washing your hands, sneezing in your elbow, just the very common things that you do for, you know, any type of flu season is basically what you do. I mean, it's all over the country, and you know, is it affecting down here? It might be a little bit. I think the crowd levels have been pretty low. I mean, it is the winter months, and that usually does happen. But I know personally a lot of people have canceled their trips, not just to Disney, but cruises and things all over the world, because you never know. You don't want to get quarantined somewhere or stuck somewhere if something happens. So, Martin, good morning. Michael Austin, good morning from the UK. Expedition Greg, welcome, my friend. Great to have you here. Disney Lori, always great to have you here too as well. Looks like a great day. Soaring over Everest. Son got accepted in a Disney college program. Awesome. Starting this May. Hope to meet you during one of your many visits to Disney down here. That would be so cool. Congratulations to your son. That is really cool. That's great. Gail from Long Island. Scott, how's construction coming over the Fort Wilderness Hotel? We'll pass that today, so we'll check that out. Orin 71 free air conditioning. Yes, it's a beautiful air conditioned day today in Florida. Air conditioning all around. Expedition Greg, Runaway Railway is awesome. It's a bit short. I do agree, it is a bit short, especially after a 20-minute great movie ride. Mickey is pretty short. It's fun though. Rob, the boat to Polynesian Magic Kingdom is a blast. Nice and different. We'll definitely hit that one as well. Let's see. I think I said hello to hopefully everybody coming on. Aaron D, good morning. So I see our ferry boat is finally coming back. Like I said, I just missed the 3-boat rotation, so we do have to wait just a few extra minutes here since they're just down to the 2 ferries running back and forth. But again, that is okay. We can fit a lot of people on these ferries, and there's really not a whole lot of people coming in right now. It's just, it's midday. People are mostly in the parks already. A lot of people come for the rope drops, and, they like to get in and do all the stuff early. I like coming a little later in the day and just enjoying myself. You don't have to deal with, fighting through big crowds and all that, and you get to just enjoy the experience over, trying to kick and scratch through hordes of people. So you make your experience what you make it. So this is the way I like to do it. I mean, there's definitely some things I'll come early for. I mean, you have to come early, obviously, to get a boarding pass for Rise of the Resistance, and that is absolutely worth it because that ride is really incredible. All right, we're going to be riding the Admiral Joe Fowler today. David Freemeyer, good morning. Resort Budgeting, great to have you here. Tim Dietrich, awesome to have you. The Hash Slinging Slasher, good morning. I did ride Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Check that video out. It's on YouTube right now. You can go find it on YouTube, and it was a lot of fun. Really enjoyed it. Expedition Greg, the Imagineers did an amazing job on Mickey and Minnie's Railway. I totally agree, Greg. I think, there's things, I would have liked to see a little more tech in there. It seems like a lot of animated screens and a lot of dark ride material in there, which is cool. I would really like to see a lot more of the animatronics and things like that, but it's fun. I mean, it's beautiful, huge sets inside, very colorful, very whimsical, and the music, Nothing Can Stop Us Now, that little song that they did for in there, it's really a fun song. Alice, it is a beautiful blue sky for sure. Jeffrey Weir, good morning. Street Cred, thank you so much. See a $5 super chat as well. Very generous. Good to university there this fall, or going to the university there this fall to finish my degree. If anyone renting a house or condo were looking, thanks for all you do. Yeah, I will definitely keep my eyes open. I can also put you in touch with my real estate agent who we used to buy our house down here, if that will help. And if you have any questions, again, the best thing to do is email me. It's rob@passporttotheparks.com, and I can try to put you in touch with anything that I know about or try to help you in any way. But thank you, Street Cred, for the super chat. It's very awesome of you. I appreciate that, and good luck with finishing your degree. That is amazing. So now we just wait for these folks to exit off of the ferry boat, and we'll have our turn to jump on board, and we'll check out the ferry once we get in. There's two captains' areas, windows, chambers, I don't know what you would actually call them. Let's get on board and we'll talk a little bit about it. Sort of blend our way into the crowd a little bit without stepping on anybody's toes. It's always better just to go with the flow of the crowds. You know, a lot of people like to, you know, they have to be the first on, they have to be the first off, and which is great. It's an excitement thing, but you know, I tend to try to go with the flow and just kind of blend in a little bit and let people go in front of you if you have to, and keep their families together. And
I'm fine.
just have to be considerate of everyone around us. There is the captain up there.
You want to go upstairs?
All right, so you have two levels here. The bottom level, which you have some seating, and you have all these windows that are open. So we'll take a quick walk around the bottom here. A lot of people obviously love to stand by the windows so you can see the beautiful views around. There's Admiral Fowler there himself. Lived from 1894 to 1993. His boat is named after Admiral Joe Fowler in honor of his extraordinary efforts he made at the Walt Disney World, that he made for Walt Disney World to be possible. So there you go. A lot of people tend to go up to the front as well so they can, you know, be the first off of the boat. So let's head upstairs real quick. Very similar to what it is down here. It's just you have to get up the steps here real quick. I have some old knees, so it takes me a minute to get up the steps. I do apologize, but just some better views up here, some more seating. And here's the pilot house. That's what you call it. That's cool. Pilot House 2. So I guess they go back and forth. So, you know, if you're heading back towards the Transportation and Ticket Center, there's a pilot house up there. And then if you're heading back to the Magic Kingdom, you have another pilot over here that would steer the ship over that way. They are trackless vehicles. They don't run on a track at all. They're free floating, and they'll tell you that as you're going along, that you can bounce around a little bit sometimes when you're docking. But for the most part, a very, very smooth ride. You can kind of stand here without holding on to anything for the most part. And just check out the gorgeous views of the resorts around us. Matthew, another Disney Transportation Day. I love all the Disney transportation. It's part of the attraction of Disney. You know, a lot of people come down and it's, you know you're here when you've ridden the monorail or when you've ridden the boat, or now when you ride the Skyliner. Disney Through Our Eyes, the view up front is great. The hash slinging slasher, that's a mouthful. I have a question, Rob, and Cammie, I'd love to meet you at the All-Star Resorts. Hopefully she can come with you. Like I said, the best thing to do is always email me, rob@passporttotheparks.com, and, you know, try to figure out what schedules are and all that, and if I'm around, absolutely, we can always try to find a way. And Cammie loves meeting people too. I always love meeting everybody on here that I can. Always a lot of fun. Disney Lori, Cammie is feeling much better. She finally went back to school on Friday. We took her to the doctor on Wednesday. She did not have, you know, the flu. It was just a bug that she had, and it was basically just liquids and rest and things like that, which is good. You know, she was actually feeling better when we took her to the doctor, and he just wrote her off for one more day, just to be sure that she was okay. But she went back to school on Friday. She was excited because she actually loved school.
Put that all clear, copy, thank you.
All right, and just like that, we're going to be off here. You can see all the coins that get tossed down here. Somebody actually, I had asked, and somebody on one of the streams said that Disney had just donated $18,000. All the coins, they actually collect them at different points from like It's a Small World, the fountains, the coins that you saw over there, and they donated $18,000 to a local, I believe it was a children's hospital here in Orlando. So that is pretty amazing. Props to Disney for doing that. And $18,000 in change. Can you imagine that? I love it when I find like $1.50 and change in my car just so I can pay the tolls, but $18,000 would be definitely pretty impressive. So everybody's kind of standing up front here. You can kind of see the great views, obviously, coming up with the Magic Kingdom. You see the beautiful castle up there. You see the construction happening for Tron. You see Space Mountain. And then you can see the other ferry boat going by with that beautiful view of the Grand Floridian Resort. There's the wedding pavilion over there. There is the Polynesian. There's the seagulls. They love flying along with us. They're like, hey, could you please drop a french fry or something for us? Hey, some fireworks coming out of the castle. That's the show that they do. Wow, that wind is actually blowing into my mouth. It's kind of hard to talk. That's the show with all... I can't even stand up here. I can't even talk. Hold on a second. The wind was like literally blowing up my nose and in my throat, so I couldn't talk. But that's the show they do with all the princesses and Mickey and Minnie and all that on the castle. I love how these seagulls just kind of cruise along with us. That is so cool. It is definitely pretty windy up here. I'm holding my hat. And it's chilly today too. So you see everybody's just kind of chilling up here, just enjoying themselves. See how this crowd is dispersed. Everybody was standing up here, and look at her hood there blowing around. There's really a lot of wind kicking up today. So you can see directly ahead of us, they're actually doing a lot of work on the new boat dock. So you can see all the construction happening over here. They're building a walkway, and I just put a video up on Facebook if you want to check that out. They're building a walkway from the Grand Floridian finally over to the Magic Kingdom, and just in this area right over here, that's where they park the electric light pageant boats. There's a canal that runs back there, and there's a bridge that pivots back and forth, so they can actually open that up in order to let the boats in and out. You can see one of the cruiser boats over here that's leaving. That's probably going to the Wilderness Lodge or Fort Wilderness. You have the little Willy Wonka boats that head over to Grand Floridian and Polynesian Resort. But yeah, they're redoing the boat docks up here. Not sure how they're going to configure them, but a lot of this again is going to be for the 50th anniversary. And they're going to be adding a new stop. I don't know if it's going to be an actual stop or they're going to combine it with Fort Wilderness. But once the nature resort, the Reflections Resort, is open over at Fort Wilderness, I'm sure that will be another boat stop as well. I would imagine that they'll probably make it its own stop, and they won't. I'm sure they'll combine the ride with Fort Wilderness, but I'm assuming it'll probably have its own dock. It'll be DVC, so they want to take care of the DVC folks for sure.
Once again, please clear the stairwell. You will be given an all clear with the safe travel stairs and door show.
So you can hear the pilot in the background there is definitely talking about how you can bounce around a little bit. It's a free-floating vessel, so we have to be careful. Obviously, be careful on the stairs when we go down. I'm going to grab some pictures while I'm here. Always beautiful shots with the Grand Floridian in the background. And I believe these boats here that you see docked right now, I think those boats were used at the Animal Kingdom when they had the river cruise that went around there. Don't jump me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what those are from. And they moved them over here to use. But a few different style boats over here. One of the things that we can also do is ask for the transportation cards. I'll ask on the way out and see if I can grab some of the boating transportation cards. Anytime you ride Disney Transportation, they have little trading cards that you can get that tells you all about the vessel that you're on, the bus or the monorail. And they have, like, the monorail has all the different color monorails. The boating transportation has all the different boats, the friendship boats, the ferries, the cruisers, and all that stuff. So it's always good to collect those, young and old. Definitely you can collect those cards, a little Disney memento that you can have, and it's just fun trying to go around and get all the different cards. And sometimes the cast members will actually have different cards as well. So, you know, if you're on the ferry boat, they may not just have the ferry boat. They could have, you know, different cards. So ask for, you know, whatever cards that they do have. They'll definitely try to hook you up if they have them. Denny G music is pretty cool by Country Fair area in the picnic in the park, or the picnic park settings. Edward, it's not a Splash Mountain day. No, I would definitely avoid Splash Mountain. You will definitely be freezing your toenails off if you get soaked today. Goofy is great. Nice view. Thank you. Resort budgeting. I'm for some reason am excited for the new walkway. I am too. You know, in fact, once it's open, I'm definitely going to do a video walking all around the Seas Lagoon. It is going to be a very long walk. Hey, Mr. Bird, you decided to join the party here. Oh, don't fly away yet. He's just looking for something that may have dropped. These birds, the ducks, the birds, the animals at Walt Disney World are very, very smart. They know exactly what they're doing. You know, they see all these people here. They know that, hey, some little kid is going to drop some Cheerios along the way, and I'm going to be there to pick them up. The ducks especially, you know, they'll sit at your feet and they'll wait for you to drop a French fry by accident. Obviously, you don't want to feed the animals, you know, intentionally. There's signs all over the place. Do not feed the animals around. But, you know, they're smart. They know if something drops, they're definitely going to be there to get it. So we're going to head back down the steps here. Please watch your step. Please use the handrails. And definitely the best thing you could do, you know, you're touching a lot of handrails, you're doing all those things here at Disney, so bring some hand sanitizer with you and try to keep yourself as protected as possible. Do you have any of the transportation cards on you?
No, I do not.
No
Maybe,
problem.
Tony does.
Maybe Tony, we'll check with Tony.
You need transportation cards on you?
Hey Tony, you got any cards on you? Awesome.
Lucky day.
Diane, sweet. You're the transportation man.
Got a motor cruiser there.
Motor cruiser, cool.
Magic Kingdom boat.
Sweet.
Ferryboat.
Nice.
You got this one?
No, I don't got any of the boat ones actually. So.
Okay, then you got Riverside.
Sasagula, sweet.
And Motor Launch.
Thank you so
There
much.
you go.
Awesome. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate that.
Have a good day.
You too. Thanks. 10. Okay. You can bill me. All right, so we got all the cards here, so we'll kind of check these out a little bit once we get ourselves onto another vessel. Yeah, the cards will give you little tips and, you know, facts about the different boats and stuff like that, any of the transportation. Hello. So cool, cast member Tony with the big hookup. That is awesome. Like I said, don't be afraid to ask. And don't be afraid to see if they have multiple cards. The monorail has different cards. You know, actually, I have not checked on the Skyliner yet if they have the cards. I was just thinking about that this morning, that I need to go and see if they have some of the Skyliner cards out yet. So there we go. That is actually called the motor launch, right ahead of us there. But I like to refer to it as the Willy Wonka boat. Pete here loves referring to it as the Willy Wonka boat, and a couple other people as well. So we're just going to take the walkway around over to the other transportation, and we'll see what we can get into. There are some security checkpoints, and I obviously do not want to show security. They don't want anything like that shown on camera, so always respect, you know, not showing any of the security and all that stuff. And so I'll be putting the camera down at that point. If we actually have to go through a security checkpoint to get on the boats over here, we just go to the side of security. It's when you're entering from the boats into the Magic Kingdom is when you have to go through the security checkpoint. At that point, I'll actually be turning the camera off. I'll pause it and we'll go through. But for the most part, just getting through, you know, I'll keep the camera down and just so nothing is shown on camera. Definitely don't want to violate the rules in any way. And plus, security does such a great job here. They really do. You know, thousands and thousands and thousands of people come through the parks every day, and you know, they do a great job of keeping everyone safe here. I think Disney is definitely one of the safest places you can be in all the world for the amount of people that they have coming through. They do a fantastic job here, so always a thumbs up for Disney security.
Oh, that is really good.
Oh, the ferry boats, express monorail. There's the new Tron light cycles. They look so cool. Not too bad getting into the Magic Kingdom today. Crowd levels are not bad at all. So here is all the docking information. You have the Wilderness Lodge, Contemporary, and Fort Wilderness launches over to our left. And then we also have, you know, I thought did they change this around a little bit? This is all the resort monorails. Okay, so these are all the resorts over here. I thought that they had the Polynesian over here at some point, but maybe they moved it a little bit now with the construction. It'll be interesting to see how they're going to spread all this out, because this is all being, you know, under construction over here. Yeah, I could have swore the Grand Floridian Polynesian used to be just through here, but they've closed all that down now. All right, so I'm going to drop the camera down a little bit here because, again, no security on camera. Okay, so the Grand Floridian and Polynesian over to our left, Wilderness Lodge and Fort Wilderness over to the right here. So we're going to head over to Fort Wilderness here first. And sometimes this winds around a little bit. I guess we're right here. Doesn't look like too many folks will be on right now, so that's going to be good.
You have to close the stroller, okay?
Fort Wilderness?
Absolutely.
Fort Wilderness.
Yeah.
All right, thanks. Is there still a boat that goes over to the Contemporary? Or is that not running anymore?
We don't normally have a boat to the Contemporary.
I thought they did.
You can take two boats, but there's no straight boats from here.
Okay, so where do you get the Contemporary then? From?
You can take either the monorail. The walkway is closed right now.
Right.
The only way to get there right now is monorail.
Okay.
Or two boats.
Or if you go to like this, if you get on this boat, you're gonna have to get on another one of those boats that have a blue flag on it.
Okay, and you can get those at the Fort Wilderness and.
Correct.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. And besides that, I know you get some good shots on there.
I know. That's what's so beautiful. I love it. All right, so no direct boat over to the Contemporary from the Magic Kingdom. So we will have to... Hello. All right, so we'll take a little side seat here. They have the seats over on the side, as well as the seating in the back as well. I always like to sit on the side here because you just get some nice views going along. And we'll take a look at some of these cards here. We'll pull them. Okay, so this is the motor launch. Hopefully you guys can see that. And there's just the one captain on the ship here, or boat, motor launch, whatever you want to call it, Willy Wonka boat. And she is in charge of doing everything. And again, this is free floating as well. So she untethers ourselves from the dock and goes in reverse, and then she's gonna swing it around. And all of the cast members who drive the transportation, the boats, the monorails, the buses, they all do such a really great job. You know, they go through a lot of training,
Welcome
I'm sure.
aboard. For your safety, please remain seated, keeping hands, arms, feet, and legs inside our boat at all times. And
A little better look at the construction.
Now relax and enjoy your cruise, and we'll have you at your port of call in just a few minutes. Thanks for sailing with us.
So yeah, eventually the walkway from the Grand Floridian is going to circle all the way around here. It's not paved yet. They have it cut out, and then you can see just in the distance there. Let me zoom in a little bit. That is where the canal is, to where the electric light pageant comes out, and there's a swivel bridge that will be used in order to gain access back there. So I thought that was a pretty cool thing. Lakadria McCall, I apologize if I didn't say your name right, but I love collecting the transportation cards as well. I do too. It's really a fun thing. And you know, it's just kind of one of these things. It's a little free thing that Disney does, and it's just great to take these things home with you. And try to figure out where my card went here. I stuck it back in my pocket. Alright, so like I said on the back, Chip is going to give us some things about the motor launch here. It says, are Chip and Dale brothers? That's the question. Answer, no, Chip and Dale are best friends. An easy way to tell them apart is Chip's nose is black, chocolate chip shaped. There you go. And then look for a hidden Mickey in the San Fernando Valley wall mural at the Hollywood and Vine restaurant located at Disney's Hollywood Studios. There's a Mickey on the right behind the pole. So that's just a little tip. And now this says, did you know the motor launches are named the Adventurer, Navigator, Explorer, Seafarer, the Mariner, and the Voyager? The 6 motor launches use a Cummins turbo diesel engine. Interesting. The length of the motor launch is 43 feet. So that is pretty cool. I know that the Disney buses are 40 feet long. So it's about the length of a Disney bus. See the Contemporary Resort behind us. So we're going to head over the bridge that takes us over the World Drive. So normally a road bridge would go over the water, but Disney does things different here. They like to take the water over top of the road itself. So very, very cool thing. You see both monorails going back and forth towards the Contemporary. Warren, be careful in the winds with those cards. Yeah, I had them sitting on the seat next to me here, and I was waiting for them to blow away. Gloria, it is a great view. Resort budgeting, diesel motors. Yes, they use the diesel motors on these. Street cred, these boats are fantastic. We took your advice for our last trip in October, and I lost you there. And cruised the Sassagola from Disney Springs to New Orleans. Had a chat with a lovely DVC couple. So much fun. See, I'm telling you, I mean, it can really be some great adventures. That river cruise especially, that'll be another video in itself. Just beautiful, beautiful river cruise over there between all the Disney Springs resorts. George Stone, Fort Wilderness, my favorite resorts. And also, I'm the one who told you that we renewed our vows on the beach there in December 2017. I remember that. Yeah, how beautiful is that? What a great experience for you guys. That is really awesome. Resort budgeting, a no wake zone. Yeah, they slow down here. You know, you got boats passing back and forth close to each other, and you know, you go slow through these areas just so you don't create waves basically splashing around. Just a beautiful, peaceful ride so far. It's one of the best adventures you can do is ride around Bay Lake and the Seas Lagoon. The Contemporary is behind me. I really can't get great views of that right now. But once we pass the trees here, we'll be able to see the Wilderness Lodge really nice, and we'll be able to see Fort Wilderness and the new nature resort as well. There's the old Discovery Island sitting directly ahead of us. You can see the other boats there ahead of us as well. They were going back and forth between the different resorts. But you can see how windy it is today. The waves are definitely a little higher than normal, but not a bouncy ride. I mean, you don't feel it at all. It's, like I said, it's a very peaceful ride, just pretty windy. Look at all that boat traffic up ahead of us. They really have to know what they're doing. I mean, there's 4 boats in one section here right now. You got the 3 over there and then our boat. So it looks like she sped up just a little bit now, so. On a hot day, this is really a great trip as well. The breeze blows in here really nice, feels really good. And now these waves are starting to get a little bigger, so. Now directly across from us, that is the Wilderness Lodge. I think definitely my favorites, if not top 3 favorite resorts here on Disney property. And you can see the boat heading over to the Wilderness Lodge there. And a lot of big waves. You can really see that the wind is blowing the water around out here. We're bouncing just a little bit, but you can barely feel it. It's kind of like riding the Skyliner in the wind a little bit. There's a little bit of a bounce. You know, I think if the boat were to stop out here, you'd feel it a lot more, but as long as we have the forward momentum, everything looks pretty good. On this boat, you have to fold up your stroller. On some of the other boats, the larger boats, you can actually push your stroller on, and I'm sure we'll see them as we keep riding along. But just a beautiful ride. I think this is my favorite boat overall. And again, we call this the Willy Wonka boat. Tim, Diedrich, thank you for being here. Have a great rest of the day. It's awesome to have you here. I appreciate it. Edward, many years ago, we were at River Country Water Park, and I said, like I said, that was many years ago. Yeah, that was quite a while ago. I remember that park when I was a kid as well. When I was 5 years old, that was the first park we ever stayed at, was Fort Wilderness. Orange 71, that's called chop. It's choppy. There you go. There's all kinds of technical terms for boating that I'm probably not that great at, but that's why I love having you guys on here, so you can give us some of the correct terminology when, you know, if I don't know something, it's always great to have somebody who does. And the white caps out here as well. All the water here on Bay Lake, Seas Lagoon, all the water across Disney always has that beautiful sparkle to it. It's the sun kind of glistening on the water. Just kind of adds to the Disney magic. You know, it's just nature sort of contributes to a lot of the beauty that Disney has around here. Resort budgeting, floor it. As soon as it warms up, we're going to take our boat out on the lake. Hashtag not like going slow on the water. Yeah, these boats really aren't made for speed too much. So right across from us here, this is the new Disney Nature Resort that's being built, the Reflections Resort. And this used to be the old River Country property.
We are in the water bridge, 51, Magic Kingdom.
So this is going to be a beautiful new resort, a DVC resort that's being built. They're clearing a bunch of land over there right now. Personally, I really hope that they do make some sort of a tribute to River Country on there. So like their water park, I hope it has some River Country attributes to it. I think that would be awesome. You're going to have things like Pocahontas and Moana, the Fox and the Hound, all kinds of nature-related, animal-related things inside that
Attention all
resort.
hands. We are preparing to dock. This is a free-floating vessel, and docking can be bumpy at times. For your safety, please remain seated, keeping hands, arms, feet, and legs.
So the dock we're going to
inside
come
the boat
into
until your
is a
captain
great
returns
dock. It
and
brings
gives
us
you the all clear
back
to
into
go
the
ashore.
settlement area, which is where you can find the Hoop-Dee-Doo review. I don't really want to spend so much time, walking the resorts themselves, but I just typed fry for some reason. Sometimes my fingers get a little crazy, so I don't know why I just typed fry in the comments there, but it is what it is. But this boat dock, you can take it right from the Magic Kingdom straight over here to Fort Wilderness, jump off, and the Hoop-Dee-Doo review is literally that building right there in front of us. Just a fantastic time. Hoop-Dee-Doo review is one of my favorite things in all of Disney property for sure. More of the construction over there, a lot of just land being cleared. It's amazing how long it takes just to clear the property. There's so much sand and loose earth here, especially in Florida, that they really have to make sure that everything is packed in there well. The foundation is secure, because they build these buildings on top of them, and it really takes a lot of work to do that. So most of the work that goes into these buildings is a lot of foundation work. My BBY, or my baby 66, can't wait. Can't wait to be there on August 31st. Our first day at Pop Century. Awesome. Pop Century is a beautiful resort. Plus you get the Skyliner right there, so you're going to have a great time. Remy D, have you stayed in Margaritaville? If so, thoughts? I have not. I've only gone to the movie theater there. So we're going to jump off here, and we're going to see if we can take a ship over to the Contemporary Resort from here. So we're going to resort hop a little bit. I'm just going to confirm that we can actually do that. I know we can get to the Wilderness Lodge, so we may have to jump back and forth from boat to boat, but we'll try to hit them all. Orange 71, yep, there's the old Discovery Island. It's definitely something that I miss a lot here at Disney. It was a lot of fun seeing all the animals over there. And again, that had a little resort launch that would take you over to Discovery Island as well. So here's the rest of the boat. Just got a little bit of seating on here. It's a smaller boat, like I said. Can I get to the Contemporary from here?
You can. You're going to make that line right there on the other side.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, so here's the boat dock. This is where you can rent some of the boats as well. If you're renting the little the speed boats here, you can do that. Most of the Magic Kingdom resorts will have that, so we're going to head over to the other side. There's a long line waiting to get over to the Magic Kingdom. This is the boat that will take you directly to the Magic Kingdom. There's some signs over here, so we'll check real quick. So let's see, the blue flag is going to take us to Wilderness Lodge and Disney's Contemporary Resort, and they operate till 11:30 at night. Then the green flags are just going directly to the Magic Kingdom Resort.
Wait and see if I can get you guys on. Melissa, if you don't want to hold them.
So very windy out here. This would have been a good Skyliner day. Could have had some heavy adventures on the Skyliner. So I guess we might be in a very limited group right now. I'm the only one standing in line to go over to Wilderness Lodge or Contemporary. And I guess we'll stop at Wilderness Lodge first, and then I think they head over to Contemporary, and then we'll jump back on over to the Magic Kingdom. So it's pretty cool. You can really take in all these resorts and enjoy them. I love going over the Wilderness Lodge and having lunch over there. You can have lunch right on Bay Lake. Just delicious food over there. Contemporary, really great dining over there as well. So this is, if you're trying to get around, this is really a great thing to do. You can use all this transportation. It's very quick, I think, as far as getting from the Magic Kingdom over to Fort Wilderness. I think it's a pretty quick ride over here. And again, it was pretty choppy. See, I used the word choppy. So on a clearer day, I think the boat actually gets over here even a little faster. So you would just take this dock straight ahead, and you would jump right into the Hoop-Dee-Doo Review. So this is really the best way to get over to the Hoop-Dee-Doo, is take your transportation over to Magic Kingdom, jump on the boat, and just ride it over to this dock here, and it takes you directly, basically, to the front door of the Hoop-Dee-Doo Review. So just getting a few folks back onto the boat here, heading back over to Magic Kingdom. They couldn't fit all these people on, so they're going to wait for the next little cruiser to come on over. All right, so we'll take a look at some of these other cars while we're waiting. This is the Motor Cruiser. This is an enclosed boat. They have a lot of these running back and forth as well. Tinkerbell here. How does Tinkerbell help Peter Pan fly in the animated film? And the answer is Tinkerbell helps Peter Pan with a sprinkle of pixie dust. Of course, we all know that. This says, look for the hidden Mickey in the frosted glass lights above the checkout in Pecos Bill's restaurant, located in the Magic Kingdom Park. So a lot of cool tips there. That's pretty fun, actually.
We have 2 more people that are coming back there too.
Now let's see. The Motor Cruiser. Did you know that the Motor Cruiser transport guests between the Magic Kingdom Park, Disney's Fort Wilderness Resort and Campground, and Disney's Wilderness Lodge daily? So you would have a choice between the boat we just rode in on, and then the Motor Cruiser is the other boat that comes back and forth here. The 3 Motor Cruisers have 2 Cummins, hopefully I'm saying that right, Cummins turbo diesel engines. So this has 1 diesel on board, and this Motor Cruiser has 2 diesel engines on board. The length at the water line of the Motor Cruiser is 62 feet 2 inches. So pretty long boat. If you think of the bendy buses, the articulating buses that they have, those are longer. I think those are 60 feet. So basically one of those buses floating along the water. So just a bit of a waiting game. I'll wait for another boat to come in and take us over to the other resorts. Here's the Sassagoula River Cruise. Again, this is very highly recommended. A beautiful, peaceful cruise down the Sassagoula River. All the Disney Springs resorts. You can hit Port Orleans, Riverside, French Quarter. You have Old Key West. You have Saratoga Springs over there. You have the tree houses, and of course Disney Springs. Tiana, that's perfect for the Sassagoula over there. Very popular. She says, what city does Disney's The Princess and the Frog take place in, and what time period? It takes place in New Orleans, Louisiana, and is set in the 1920s. It's actually one of my favorite Disney movies. I did not notice this before. I'm sorry. Family in Texas, $4.99 super chat. Let me go back and find the actual super chat itself. I apologize for not seeing that earlier. I think I was on the ship, but I am definitely going to go back and find it here. Great stream. Thanks. Thank you so much, family in Texas. Wish you were family in Disney right now so I could shake your hand. That would be a lot of fun. But thank you so much for the $4.99 super chat. Always appreciated. My Baby 66. Hopefully I'm saying that right. BBY. I'm thinking it's baby. We have a lot of the bus cards. Yeah, you can collect a ton of these cards. putting them back in my pocket each time I go here, so I'm getting them all mixed up. Let me find my Sasagula cruise card again. The water pageant card. I didn't even know they had that card. That is really cool. George Stone, that view across the beach looks different with the new resort going in. Yeah, it certainly does. You know, this side of the beach is actually closed down right now because of the construction. You can still access over here. They have a lot of the beach open. Beautiful views of the fireworks over here, of course, but they've closed down most of the beach over to our right because of the nature resort. Once that resort is open, I'm assuming they'll take that beach all the way around in front of the nature resort as well, so that should be pretty awesome. Still digging through for my Sasagula cards. Of course, it's going to be the last card that I actually pull up. Yep. Come on. It's hard to do this, hold the camera and do two different things at one time. Plus, I'm trying not to let these things blow out of my pocket. There we go. Okay, so Tiana says, look for the hidden Mickey in the pre-showroom of the Rock and Roller Coaster starring Aerosmith at Disney's Hollywood Studios. There are cables coiled into a Mickey head. Very cool. I probably won't see that myself since I don't do roller coasters, but you guys can definitely check that out. Did you know there are 15 boats in the Sasagula watercraft fleet? I would believe that, actually. There's a ton of them going back and forth, all those different resorts. Sasagula is the Native American word for Little Mississippi. I did not know that. That's pretty cool. So Sasagula means Little Mississippi. Sasagula waterways cover 7.5 miles, and it is a beautiful 7 miles for sure. Sasagula riverboats began in 1991 with the opening of Port Orleans. So definitely a bit of a wait over here. The resort launches probably don't do as many as the Magic Kingdom launch itself, because that side is obviously far more popular, a lot more people over there. But it'll be nice. We'll get the boat to ourselves, or just have a couple people on board so we can take a good look at it, hopefully. That wind is really whipping around. Look at the flag there. It's blowing pretty good. Johan, I love the two boat rides I had. It was so relaxing over the seas. I think it was the Friendship Mercury ships. The Friendships actually run over in the Epcot resort area, so if you were riding anywhere around Epcot, inside the park, or the Epcot resorts, that's where you'd find the Friendship boats. Disney Lore, I can't believe how beautiful the water looks. Have you been to the Flower and Garden Festival yet? I was at Flower and Garden a couple days before it opened, so I kind of went through and previewed it and saw everything, and yeah, just as beautiful as ever. It's one of the best festivals that they do there for sure. It's gorgeous. Wendy B, there's a ferry captain or skipper on the Epcot Hollywood Studios Resort and Park Ferry named Will. He is hysterical. He puts on a show. That's really great when you get some great cast members that really, love their job, and they love coming here and love to interact with the people and all that. And that definitely makes for even better experience. I mean, just the riding the boat itself is great, but when you get somebody driving a bus or somebody piloting a ship that likes to have fun and likes to joke around and tell you stories and stuff like that, that just makes the experience that much better. You could certainly just come down here and enjoy yourself standing on these docks and looking at the beautiful views. You can actually see construction over there. If I zoom in, you can see the Tron construction just through the clearing. Resort budgeting, you were there for the last ride for Ellen when it closed. I wrote it a few weeks before it closed. # Stupid Judy, Stupid Energy. My favorite line from that whole show for sure. But yeah, I did the second to last ride permanently there. I wasn't the last group to go through, which I think that group broke down, but actually went in and the screen, the movie section broke down, so they funneled us all out and then went back later that evening and got to ride. I was the second to last group to go through and ride that. Matthew going to see Onboard today. I haven't been hearing good things about Onboard, so I'd be curious to see what your opinion is on Onboard. Hopefully it's a lot of fun. You do enjoy it. Johan, right now we're at Fort Wilderness Resort. We took the Magic Kingdom ferry over from the TTC over to the Magic Kingdom, and now we just took a boat over to Fort Wilderness. We got off here because you have to exit to get on the boats that will take you to Contemporary and to Wilderness Lodge. There is a direct boat that goes to Wilderness Lodge from the Magic Kingdom, but not to the Contemporary, just because you have the monorail and you can walk, and they have buses as well. So they don't have the direct route for the boats going over to Contemporary. So I mean, that makes sense. There's other modes of transportation.
They used to do it out of sea.
Brent, do you think the coronavirus will have any effect on spring break crowds? Hopefully, we'll get through it by then. Well, now thinking about it, spring break is usually mid-March, early April. So it may. Like I said, it's been lower volume crowds here. I think, whether it's due to the corona or not, is up for interpretation. But I'm not sure. It definitely could. I mean, it seems to be, getting more and more serious around the country. William, thanks for sharing. We'll be there with my daughter Sophie in 92 days. That is awesome. I hope you have a great time together. Love experiencing Disney with my daughter, so I hope you have the same experience. Matthew and I haven't seen Onboard yet. I'm going backwards in comments here, so I'm probably repeating myself. Disney Lure, the water is such an amazing blue color, isn't it though? I mean, it's most of the time you see water, especially I'm from up north, so water is just usually brown and gray. But yeah, the water down here in Florida, and again, especially at Disney, is just really a beautiful blue color. When you look directly into it, it's not that color. It's kind of weird. So if you look straight down into it, it doesn't have that blue tint to it, but when you pan out over the water and the sun sort of glistens around it and everything, it's a beautiful blue color. So here comes our motor cruiser right now. You can see it's fighting some of the, whoa, bump the dock a little bit over here. So that's the twin diesel over there. This is the single diesel motor cruiser coming in that we're going to take over to the Wilderness Lodge and Contemporary. So yeah, you can definitely feel the boats when they tap the dock. The dock is kind of free floating out here as well. So it's pretty neat how these captains just sort of tether the boat down and then they bring it over to the side to secure it. Hello. Good, how are you?
Excellent.
He's all bundled up out here. It's got to be chilly driving these boats around on a day like this for sure. Sherry Awesome Sunset Travels. We love riding the boat from the Wilderness Lodge over to the Magic Kingdom.
Oh, it's nicer out here in the sun. Stay warm.
Everybody telling them to stay warm on there.
Heading out to the Wilderness Lodge and the Contemporary Resort.
All right, sounds good. Thank you. So you just got to watch your step when you come down here. We're going to sit on the side again because we get nice views. Like I said, you do need to fold up strollers here, so these folks are taking care of their strollers to fold them and get on board. The ship across from us there, you can just push your stroller on board, so that makes it a lot easier for parents. Trust me, I've done the stroller thing many times when Cammie was little, and I know what that's like. Cindy had one of these knee scooters. She broke her foot years ago, and those knee scooters are like the best thing. Manny, this is a cool boat right here. I really, really like the little Willy Wonka boats. You know, the pilot looks like it's a Swedish winter. Yeah, I was thinking this is more like Minnesota, Ohio. Trust me, all the northern places that I'm used to.
There's an ECV at the Contemporary that needs transportation to the campground.
Manny, you wouldn't consider it cold. It's like mid-60s here today, but there's such a breeze, and you're out on the water and the wind is blowing, so it's actually pretty chilly. I actually thought about not wearing my jacket today, and I'm really glad that I did, because I would have been really freezing out on the water here, especially when that wind starts kicking in. 301 people on the stream today. That is awesome. Thank you guys for being here. Definitely hit that like button if you're just coming on. Truly appreciate it when you share the video out. Always great to have more and more people coming on and just enjoying all the fun you can have here at Disney, inside, outside the parks. There's so many things to do, so many adventures for everyone. You know, if you love being in the parks, if you love being in the resorts, if you love just transportation, there's so many different aspects that you can have fun here and do at Disney. And again, all this transportation is free. It's provided for all the guests here on property to get back and forth. So it's a wonderful thing that Disney does, and it's just part of the experience. I love riding the buses, the monorail, the Skyway, showing my age here, the Skyliner, the boats for sure. Alright, so Wilderness Lodge and Contemporaries next on the agenda here. We'll let our skipper go on by.
Welcome aboard.
Charles, looks like Alaska out there.
Please
Yes,
remain seated.
it feels like Alaska
Keeping
today.
hands, arms, feet, and legs inside our boat at all times. And supervise your children. Now relax and enjoy your cruise.
Follow
We'll
the
have you at
Bradley's
your
Fun.
port of
Awesome to
call
have
in
you here.
just a few minutes. Thanks for
Today
sailing
I am
with
up
us.
to Magic Kingdom cruising along the Seas Lagoon and Bay Lake. We're doing the Magic Kingdom boat transportation. Again, I love transportation. I love doing this kind of stuff, and truly like the experience of you know, helping folks out. Sometimes it could be kind of confusing, you know, on how you get to these different resorts, how you get over to the Hoop-Dee-Doo review, how you use the boating transportation, what it's like getting on board. You know, do I have to hold up my stroller? Is there a step down? Is it easy to get in and out? So, you know, you see these things live and in person, so it's kind of makes for a better experience when you come down here. At least I hope. That's kind of my goal for people to, you know, have a better idea of what they're going to experience when they come down here. And if you've been here before, this is just nostalgia, and it just makes you feel all nice and warm and cozy inside. I will freeze on the water today, so you can be nice and cozy and enjoy this at home. All the Bradley's Fun. I'm trying to stay warm today. Gunther, yeah, this is the African Queen boat as well. Yeah, a lot of these, the old kind of jungle looking boats like this. It's a very popular style boat. Laura, one brick. It's cold out in Florida and it's windy. Yes, it is. It's the wind that really gets to you. Wishes forever. Love the Disney boat transportation. Weston Holmes going boating. Hey, Frank from Connecticut. Welcome, my friend. Appreciate you being here. Aled Williams. What I would do to be there now. I would love for you to be here too. I wish all you guys could be on the boat here with me. That would be so incredible. So again, Discovery Island, the old Discovery Island, obviously not in use anymore. Back in the 90s, you can go here and they had all kinds of birds and animals and stuff. Boat would take you across here, and it's really a lot of fun. And they just, they're not using it anymore. I'm not sure if they're ever going to do anything with it in the future. I think it would be cool to put a little resort area out here on the island. I've always had the idea to do a haunted mansion resort, to where all the different buildings would be haunted mansion buildings from all over the world. The original haunted mansion from Disneyland, the one here, Paris, and have the different themed haunted mansions being the different buildings for the resorts. And then you could have different experiences as well. So, you know, if you have your little kids, you could have a whimsical Mickey Mouse kind of haunted mansion, or, you know, you could have really truly haunted experiences depending on what level you actually wanted to sign up for or to be a part of. I think that would be really, really a great idea. And maybe, you know, put it out on an island like this, so you're, you know, it's a kind of a haunted island, and there's so much theming you could do with something like that. I would definitely open my checkbook for that for sure. So we have Bay Lake Tower over here to the right and the Contemporary over to the left. We're going to head to the Wilderness Lodge first. We won't actually jump off. We're just going to stay on board here. We'll head over to the Contemporary and kind of take our ride from there. Love the Contemporary Resort. That is just the staple of Disney for so long. It's kind of cool. The Contemporary was actually built, it's one of the first, you know, resorts that they built here, and they built the A-frame here. You know, they built the concrete frame, and the rooms themselves were built off of property, so they were trucked in. They were built in a factory, and then these semis would bring them in, and then a crane would lift the room up, and then the room would slide into place in there. So the rooms weren't actually built in the hotel itself. They were built off property, brought in, and slid into their little perspective slot in the side of the building. I think that was a very, very interesting way to build it and design it. So. Coming up to the dock here for the Wilderness Lodge. Of course, our skipper is doing an amazing job. It's been a very, very peaceful ride over here. Chris, love the videos. Keep up the awesome work. I will. Thank you for being here.
We are preparing to dock. This is a free-floating vessel, and docking can be bumpy at times. For your safety, please remain seated, keeping hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the boat until your captain returns and gives you the all clear to go ashore.
Definitely always listen to the safety messages and follow those rules for sure. They are meant to keep us all safe. Obviously, nobody wants to get hurt doing any of these rides, so you know, just pay attention and do what you're supposed to do, and everybody just has a great time. So he's gonna tether us off again. Awesome. Again, certainly one of my favorite resorts. Again, you can jump off here. You can head right behind us to the Geyser Point back there and have a delicious meal, delicious drinks right out on Bay Lake. It's a gorgeous view. you go.
Those big baby seats fit a little open up to you right now.
So it'll just be a few minutes here, and then we'll head over to the Contemporary. Lonnie just tuned in. I love the launch from Polly to Magic Kingdom. Thanks for this. That'll be the last thing we do. We'll head over and we'll do that that launch over from Magic Kingdom to the Polynesian. Resort budgeting. Originally you thought Reflections was going to be built here. Yep, it's in the old River Country property. George Stone, thanks to all you YouTubers. I'll take a resort day the next time I'm there. Never have before. I highly recommend doing it. There's so many beautiful resorts, so many things to do at the resorts. It's all part of the Disney experience. It's not just the theme parks here. Disney obviously has an entire world here for you to experience, and they provide all kinds of great transportation to get over there. You know, have some dining reservations, go over there, shop at the resorts, get some amazing food, and just have a wonderful experience. Just there's so much to do outside of the parks.
Welcome aboard. For your safety, please remain seated, keeping hands, arms, feet, and legs inside our boat at all times, and supervise your children. Now
Hey,
relax
Diz
and
Forever.
enjoy your cruise.
Thank you for being here.
And we'll have you at your port of call in just a few minutes. Thanks for sailing with us.
Gunther, you went to summer camp in the 70s at the fort. Somebody else, maybe it was you or somebody else had said something about that too, that they had done summer camps there. That is very cool. Summer camp at Disney. Yeah, now that wind is kind of whipping in from the other direction here. Now the wind is blowing right at us. So it's definitely a little chillier. I don't want to lose my hat. Ooh, and there's kind of splashing in here too. Some of those waves are splashing up on us a little bit. Yeah, that'll wake you up. Woo. But just gorgeous out here. You cannot beat these views. I mean, staying on these properties here on Bay Lake and Seven Seas Lagoon is, and this is definitely why you're paying some of the prime money to stay here. It's just so gorgeous, and the transportation is so great. Wow, that water is really kind of blowing up on us here. Oh yeah, just got totally splashed by a wave. Did you see that wave come and splash up here? So right there ahead of us, these waves are... Yeah, I think I picked the wrong seat going this way. You don't have to ride Splash Mountain today. Just come ride the boats here on Bay Lake. Disney Lori, $9.99 super chat. So thankful for the great stream. I had a chance to enjoy Disney World today. Always wonderful to watch your live streams. Thanks, Rob. This water is splashing up onto my face as I'm talking. Thank you, Disney Lori. Thank you so much. Always very generous. Much appreciated. Man, it is really pretty chilly out here right now. So when you see, 50, 60 degrees at Disney World, it is very deceiving. So do not be afraid to bring your jacket. Oh, there's more water splashing in. You see that? You guys see that? Definitely bring a jacket, especially if you're going to be doing things like this. You may think it's Florida, but it gets pretty chilly here. It really does.
This is a free-floating vessel, and docking can be bumpy at times. For your safety, please remain seated, keeping hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the boat until your captain returns and gives you the all clear to go ashore.
Alright, so I don't think they're going to have a boat that goes directly over to the Magic Kingdom from this dock. So we may have to keep riding a little bit. We'll jump off again and then jump on another boat over to the Magic Kingdom. So just something to keep in mind if you're at the Contemporary, you have to use the buses or the monorail. So we'll see what we're going to do here. How are ya? Is there a boat that goes over to Magic Kingdom from here? Just stays on Bay Lake. Okay. Okay. You're heading back to Fort Wilderness? Alright, we're going to stay on board, then we'll head back to Fort Wilderness, and we'll jump on the Magic Kingdom boat back over to the Magic Kingdom. Could jump off and walk over to Magic Kingdom, but I want to stay on the water today. If at this point you wanted to get over to Magic Kingdom, the best way probably would be just to head into the Contemporary and jump on the monorail, take it over there, or there's a walkway, a pretty quick walkway to get over there. But again, we're doing boat transportation today, so we're going to stick on board the boat. And I would like to ride the larger boat so you guys can see that over to Magic Kingdom. Charles Sullivan, $4 super chat from Charles Sullivan. Have a hot chocolate, great stream. I will definitely do that, I think. I could definitely use the hot chocolate after this. Thank you so much for the $4 super chat. That is awesome of you. I appreciate that. Yeah, the hands are pretty solid right now. Kind of icy. Johan, is this Arendelle or Norway? Yeah, Elsa must be working her magic from the Magic Kingdom. Throwing a little too much ice into the air today because it's pretty darn chilly. Resort budgeting, no chance of hot surfaces today. Not today. You can walk around barefoot today and you'll be fine. Jeff, welcome. Johan, the temperature, like I said, it's right around the mid-60s, but that's very deceiving, especially here in Florida. You get the breeze, we're out on the water, so it's pretty darn chilly right now. Rommel Tan. It's your home. There you go. Contemporary, is this your home or Wilderness Lodge?
Welcome aboard. For your safety, please remain seated. keeping hands, arms, feet, and legs inside our boat at all times. And supervise your children. Now relax and
Let's
enjoy
see, Chris,
your cruise.
me and my wife are hoping
And
to go
we'll
back
have
to
you at
Disney
your
next
port
year.
of
My
call
sister
in
is going
just a
next
few
month.
minutes. Thanks for sailing with us.
Reached 20 degrees colder there in Indianapolis than in Orlando. I wish you could be here too. I'll take being cold, you know, as long as I'm at Disney World. I don't have a problem being cold. I grew up in the cold. But it's always better to be cold at Disney World. Laura with the hand washing tip. Use common sense and lots of hand washing. Sing happy birthday 2 times as you wash your hands with soap and water. Very good advice, especially with the coronavirus going around. Sorry, if I'm trying to talk and I sort of pause talking in the middle, it's because the wind is actually blowing up my nose, and it's like blowing down my throat. So it's like choking me when I'm trying to talk. Yep, we got that water rushing up here again, going directly into the wind this time. The wind is blowing east to west, and we're heading directly east right into the wind. So I got my hand on my head, trying to hold my hat on my head. Disney Laura, do I know when my next live stream will be? I'll probably do something on Monday. I'll do a lot of stuff during the week. Usually Monday, Tuesdays. Wednesday is a short day for my daughter at school, so sometimes I don't live stream on Wednesdays. So definitely look for Monday and Tuesday. We'll be doing some stuff. I'll get it listed on YouTube so you can set reminders for it. Excuse me. 347 people on right now. Awesome. Thank you for being here, everybody. Caleb Joshua Hill, welcome. Street Cred, yes, they still do fishing on Disney property. It's catch and release. You can do fishing here, I believe, on Bay Lake. Seas Lagoon, you can do it at the Port Orleans. Has great fishing over there. So there's definitely still some places here on property you can do fishing excursions. You can just rent fishing poles over at Port Orleans, Riverside, and just do some fishing there. The excursions can be, you know, a little pricey because you're renting the boat and you're coming out here with a guide and everything. But if you just rent the fishing equipment over at Port Orleans, it's really not that expensive at all. It makes for a nice little day if you have the time to do it. So we're going on the opposite side of Discovery Island. We're going to circle around the back and head back over to the Fort Wilderness. Disney Laura, my next room will be doing a roller coaster. Yeah. No, I don't want to lie to you. Not the next stream, but I am going to do it. I promise. It will happen. I'm going to live stream it. My very first ride on a roller coaster ever in my life. And I promise I will do it. And I promise I will live stream it. And I will scream my head off, I'm sure. And hopefully I'll come away loving it. I really want to work my way up so, you know, that I can get the courage up to do Tron, because Tron just looks like it's going to be so much fun, and just getting on the light cycle has just got to be so amazing. And just from being a kid and dreaming about being on those light cycles, I mean, you know, who doesn't want to do that? So you can see the old docking area right there for Discovery Island. Laura, thank you so much. $5 super chats for young children. Have them sing the alphabet, A, B, C, D, etc. while washing your hands. Science teacher here, but come and enjoy. So you are definitely used to the hand washing, even just all the time. You should be washing your hands. It's one of the things that I do most, especially being here in the parks so much. I wash my hands a lot. Just because you know, you're touching handrails, you're grabbing things, walking in and out of the boats and the different transportation and stuff. you definitely want to take the time to keep washing your hands. That's the best thing you can do to try to keep yourself healthy. But thank you, Laura. I appreciate that. Appreciate the tips. Definitely good for everybody to keep that fresh in your minds. The hand washing. Disney Glory, bring a group like I did with the Skyliner opening. So you think I should do like a meet and greet? See, I don't know if I could do that. I think being live, when I rode the Skyliner the first time, being live and having everybody there to, it was something that I just had to do. Like, I followed it for so long, and it was like, I don't think I would have done it if I hadn't of, live streamed it and hadn't have followed it for so long. Because I just don't do those. I don't do the heights things, and I don't do roller coasters, those kind of things. But then I did because, I had to do it. I had to do it for you guys. I said I was going to do it. I live stream it.
We are preparing.
And then I did it, and I love it. I love the Skyliner so much. I ride it all the time. So I'm hoping the Skyliner will be, the roller coaster will be the same scenario as well. But having an entire group there with me, like a real group of people, I'd have to think about that. I don't know. Maybe that would be a good thing. Johan, the Flight of Passage ride vehicles look quite similar to Tron, not just as low sitting. Yeah, probably the same scenario. You're kind of leaning forward, and they're going to lock lock that device onto your back so you stay in there. FX eFox, okay, I'm getting ready for work now. I'll be driving these boats at Magic Kingdom tonight. Awesome. So you drive the boats here at Magic Kingdom. Very, very cool. Well then, thank you very much for the work you do. It's much appreciated. Stay warm tonight. Obviously it's going to be a lot colder even tonight, but you probably already know that. That looks like the same cast member that brought us over the first time, I believe, on that boat over there. So maybe we're actually just going to jump on that so we can get over and ride to the Polynesian as well. I was hoping the bigger ship would have come over here to pick us up, but that's all right. So this is pretty good timing. We'll get back over to the Magic Kingdom pretty quick. All right, thank you so much. All right, so there's some front door service, and I do believe that was our skipper coming over, so that's pretty cool. She made her rounds around Bay Lake and Seven Seas Lagoon. We're going to jump back on board with her. Oh, she's leaving. I thought she was coming in. Oh, it really looked like she was coming in. I guess she's leaving. Okay, so we'll see what the next boat that comes in. Maybe it will be the bigger cruiser. All right, we're going to take a look at some more of these cards then while we're waiting. So we have the Magic Kingdom boat, and that is the one that I thought was over from Disney's Animal Kingdom. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think these used to be cruising around the Animal Kingdom back when they had the little river cruise that went around there. So Dumbo is on the back of this card, and he's going to give us a question. In the 1941 animated feature Dumbo, what was the baby elephant's original name? That's right. He was named Jumbo Jr. by his mother, Mrs. Jumbo. And then, of course, the, bullies around him started calling him Dumbo, which is sad. Look for the hidden Mickey towards the end of the Africa room in It's a Small World at the Magic Kingdom Park. There are purple leaves on the vines to the left, shaped like a classic Mickey head. There you go. Very cool. All right. Did you know the Magic Kingdom boat? The two boats are named Calm Seas and Fair Winds. Magic Kingdom boats navigate using a 360-degree propeller system, which eliminates the need for conventional rudders. That's pretty cool as well. Each boat is 51 feet long, 51 feet 7 inches long, and weighs 23 tons. 23 tons floating around on the water out here. Second Start Travel. Nick says hi, and we can't wait to come back. Hello, Nick. Can't wait for you to come back either. Hope you can get back here soon. Gunther, those captains are U.S. Coast Guard licensed. Wow, that's pretty cool. You would think that, you know, they have to deal with so many people out here. They have to be very well trained. And so, yeah, if they have some sort of a license like that, that makes me feel a lot better as well. My baby 66, the last trip, September 2019, I got sick right after I got off the airplane going home. So glad it didn't happen when at Disney, but it's to be expected with so many people. Keep washing those hands, definitely for sure. FXOK, Captain Joe is driving. I recognize his voice. That's so cool that you are one of the captains hanging out with us here today. That's very, very cool. But yes, please stay warm tonight. It's very chilly out here. And what a great job. It's probably such a great time just cruising around. Maybe it gets old for you after a while, but I think it would be awesome just driving the boats around here, Bay Lake and Seven Seas. And One Brick Shy, $5 super chat from One Brick Shy. Thank you so much. Have a cup of soap. Have a cup of soap with a hot chocolate. Thanks for braving the less than ideal conditions today. I will definitely get me some extra hand sanitizer as well. But thank you so much for the $5 super chat. It's much appreciated. Always great to have you here. JK, Rob is one of the greatest gentlemen. Always should be said. Thank you so much. Love it when you say that, JK. It's much appreciated. Kind of humbling, and I really do appreciate that. So another good view of the construction, the land clearing happening over for the Disney Nature Resort. This was all the old river country area. So now they've leveled most of the land over there, and they're going to build the Disney Nature Resort, the Reflections Resort there. Really can't wait for that to be done. Again, it's going to be nature related, so they're going to have Pocahontas, Moana, Fox and the Hound, Bambi, I think is going to be over here. So different theming like that. And I'm assuming they'll probably add another boat dock over there. It is pretty close to right here, so they may just keep this boat dock and, you know, have folks walk over. But I would see them adding another boat dock, especially because it's DVC and they, you know, you want to take care of those folks over there.
Prepare to freeze.
Texan Glass, $9.99 super chat from Texan Glass. Thank you so much. Hey Rob, great stream today. Love seeing the boat transportation. Thank you so much, Texan Glass. Glad you're enjoying the stream. Much appreciated for that. Very generous. One Brick Shy, did I say soap? I should have read soup. Hey, I was going to buy the soap. Trust me, I've stocked up on soap at home. But soup sounds a lot better. I have to go for some French onion soup. Always good French onion soup. Well, I guess we're circling around to the other side here. All right, so she did. She just used the other dock over here. I thought she was coming in before, and then she just must have circled around here for some reason.
Let me know if that's the case. I'll be joining you.
Magic Kingdom?
Yep.
Okay. You brought me over here actually, so yeah, that's awesome. Second Star Travel, or Second Star Travel, $1.99 super chat from Second Star Travel. Nico says, thanks for doing this. Love the boat ride. You are welcome, Nico. I appreciate that very, very much. Thank you for the super chat. Always much appreciated. Laura, no, it said soup. Scrolled up to check. Maybe I just thought soap in my head. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that, but soap sounded kind of funny, but the soup sounds a lot better. I guess we've just been talking about washing our hands and soap and all that, so my mind probably just saw soap. Yeah, she is. She's wearing shorts today. I don't know if she realized how chilly it was going to be out here. She's got the jacket on, but I guess it's really not too bad on my legs. It doesn't feel too cold. It's my hands that are frozen right now. That's really what's taking the brunt of this. So, but that water splashes up. Literally, the water is splashing up on me riding over here. So, eventually classy. One of my favorite memories, riding the boats from Wilderness Lodge to the Magic Kingdom for one last ride on Space Mountain at the end of the night. See, so many great memories that you can have here. Transportation, great, so many memories. E-Fox, okay, says hi to Belle for you. Would she know you as E-Fox? I don't know if she will or not, but I will definitely say that you are watching on here. A little bit of a delay, I guess. So I'm live streaming, Belle, and another captain is actually watching, and he says hello to you. Yes, resort budgeting. I don't think I want a bowl of hot soap.
Thank you.
I will tell her on the way out, Brian. I don't want to disturb her while she's driving the boat here.
Welcome aboard. For your safety, please remain seated, keeping hands, arms, feet, and legs inside our boat at all times. And supervise your children. Now relax and enjoy your cruise, and we'll have you at your port of call in just a few minutes. Thanks for sailing with us.
Do you know Brian? He's one of the skippers here?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on my live stream. He says hello to you.
Really?
Yeah, so you can say hi, Brian.
Hi, Brian.
He says he's coming to work tonight.
Oh, good. Tell them to wear a wet coat.
I know, we've been telling him it's freezing out here, so. Everybody's saying that you're in shorts, so you're crazy out here, but.
I am crazy.
All right, another beautiful ride back over to the Magic Kingdom. So you could literally do this all day, and on a warmer day, I would definitely recommend taking as many rides around, you know, the lake as possible, just because it's so gorgeous out here. Bring your camera out here; you can take beautiful pictures, get a great view of all the resorts. Budgeting, it's grilled cheese and soap for lunch today. You talked me into it. Yes, a nice bar of Dove soap melted into your grilled cheese. That would be delicious. Actually, oh, some tomato soup, actually, for real. Grilled cheese and tomato soup. Oh, that sounds really, really good. So there's the boat that's been eluding us all day, right over there. But that's okay, we're still having a lot of fun. Mickey's Revenge, any plans for the old Discovery Island that you're passing? We just talked about that. not that I've heard of. I don't believe that they're doing anything. Have you heard anything about Discovery Island? Are they going to do anything with it, you know? Or?
No, that's something I know of.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they're just leaving it as is right now. On the way over here before, my idea would be to put a resort out here. I think it would be pretty cool. Kind of a haunted island, haunted mansion style island out here. Be kind of spooky. It might be kind of a pain in the neck to get back and forth if you're staying out here, but if you're paying for the experience, I think it would be pretty awesome to have a resort right out in the middle of the water. Maybe a restaurant. I mean, there's a lot of different things you could probably do with the island. Just not sure why they're not doing anything with it. Maybe structurally it's just, you know, maybe the island is just kind of falling apart or whatnot, or they just don't want to do anything with it yet. Maybe they're saving it for something. Or it's just something out there that is a good way for YouTubers to get banned. You know, some pretty stupid YouTubers have made their way out there and did things they're not supposed to, and don't do that kind of stuff. I do hope they do something with it someday, though. I do miss Discovery Island a lot. The Contemporary this time. We did make it to all the docks so far: Fort Wilderness, Wilderness Lodge, Contemporary, and now we're heading back over to the Magic Kingdom. 362 people on right now. I do truly appreciate that. That is so awesome. Resort budgeting. I think it would be cool to have a bungalow type resort there in Discovery Island. I mean, just let your imagination soar what you can do to put something over there. I think it would just be so much fun to have something over there again. David, or a wedding or honeymoon resort, another great idea. Something a little more personalized where you could pay to have your own personal, you know, resort there. Something like, you know, it's a treat to stay at the castle if you ever get to do something like that. You know, just make it a very small, intimate resort over there. That it'd be very high priced, I'm sure, but I think it'd be worth it. Oren, I already got a bunch of cards here, so got pretty much all the cards we need. We got those on the way in off the Magic Kingdom ferry boat. So I've been trying to read a lot of these. The ferry boat, we didn't do that one yet. So let's see, Woody is on the back of the ferry boat card here. And let's see, who was the voice of Woody in the 1995 animated feature Toy Story? That's easy, that's Tom Hanks. Look for the hidden Mickeys on Main Street USA area in the Magic Kingdom Park. They are on the bridles of the horses that are attached to the horse cars. I actually just saw that the other day when I was in Magic Kingdom. So that is true, I did see the Mickeys on there. Did you know the ferry boats are named after Admiral Joe Fowler, Richard F. Irvine, and the General Joe Potter? They are 3 ferry boats and have 2 85-pound Danforth anchors. Wow. The length at the waterline of the ferry boat is 120 feet. So great information on the back of the transport cards that you can get. I think I only got one left in here that we haven't done, and that is the water pageant. Electrical water pageant, one of my favorite things definitely to do. I'm sure it's favorite for most people. King Triton is on the back of this one. How many daughters did King Triton have? And can you name them all? Well, I can't name them all for sure. I think he had 7, was it? 7, okay. Sorry, I zoned out here. Andrina, Adela, Atina, Alana, Aquata, I'm probably not saying these right, Arista, and Ariel. Interesting. Look for the upside down Mickey head in the wrought iron lantern located in the left of the entrance of the Beer Garden restaurant in Epcot. Okay, did you know has been operating nightly since October 26th, 1971. So it opened 25 days after the park itself actually opened. Was the electric water pageant. Total of 14 barges separated into two 7-barge strings for a total length of 912 feet. Wow. Each barge weighs 1 ton. There are pilots driving at the front and back of each string. So very cool. One brick shy, these are all transportation cards. You can get all these cards on all the Disney transportation, the monorails, great view of the fireworks above the castle there, monorails, the buses, the boats, and I'm thinking the Skyliner as well. I haven't seen them yet, but I definitely want to check that out. I'm surprised I haven't even thought of that yet. But yeah, just go up to any of the cast members, transportation cast members, and ask them for the cards. You can collect them all. There's a bunch of different ones. The monorail have all the different color monorails. The buses have all the different types of buses. Sometimes they'll give you all the cards that they have, you know, if they have a bunch of different ones they're operating that day. But it's a lot of fun to collect them all, and they're free. You know, they're just little trading cards, and they give you all kinds of great information. Resort budgeting, yeah, the pageant has been running since back in the early days, 25 days after the park opened, October 26th. Lori Carlson, hello, hello, hello. Resort budgeting, I hope we get to see some dolphins swimming with us today. Hashtag not ocean water. No dolphins out here, just seagulls flying around. Disney cruise though, that's always a great place to see the dolphins swimming along with you. Mickey's Revenge. Discovery Island was the first thing that Walt saw flying over when deciding what land to purchase. There you go. How cool is that? I love old stories about Walt and stuff. Any little tidbits of information like that I always love. Trinity Reflections is not built yet. They've just cleared the land over there. You can go back and watch the video once it uploads. There's got a bunch of different shots and stuff of the land over there.
We are preparing to dock. This is a free-floating vessel, and docking can be bumpy at times. For your safety, please remain seated, keeping hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the boat until your captain returns and gives you the all-clear to go ashore.
One brick shy, finally staying at the Poly this fall. Take a resort day, and now I think we'll have to spend some time just riding around the lake. There you go. I'm telling you, this is such a great thing to do, but just a little bit warmer. I wouldn't recommend it. You know, you can definitely ride it today. I mean, it's chilly out here, but you can get back and forth, but I wouldn't just spend my time out here today. It is rather chilly, so do it on a little bit warmer day. Even on hot days, when you're out on the water and the breeze is blowing and everything, it really cools you down. Trinity just had a grilled cheese sandwich. It really does sound good. I think I'm going to have that later today as well. I actually have some beef and barley soup at home. I love that soup. I'm a soup person. I do love some soup. Big Monkey Fez minivans have cards too. Yes, all the Disney transportation should have the transportation cards. So like I said, when I get off of the boat here, we are actually going to have to go through Disney security, so I'm going to just pause the stream for like a minute while I go through. So just bear with me. It'll pause for just a second. I'll come right back on. But I definitely don't want to film anything going through security. So once we get off here, I'll end the stream, and it'll just it'll be blank for, like I said, just a minute while I get through, and then we'll jump back on and we'll head over to the Polynesian. Unless I can just jump. Can I just go directly over to the Polynesian launch here, or do I have to go through?
You should be able to, depends how many people and stuff.
Okay. We'll see what happens when we get off here. Maybe we can just shoot over to the Polynesian side. That would be pretty awesome. I think the birds are sitting here waiting for us already. Please drop some Cheerios for me. have a dream. We rode the boats to Port Orleans and Old Key West too. That was fun. Yes, that's the Sasagula River Cruise. There you go. I definitely highly recommend the Sasagula Cruise. Glad you had a great time there. Thank you, Bill.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it. All right, fingers crossed we can just make our way over to the Polynesian side. Can I get over to the Polynesian side somehow from where? Okay.
You headed to?
Polynesian? I'll get in the back of the line here. I don't want to cut in front of anybody. Thank you. All right, cool. So that saves us a minute there. So now this launch is actually going to take us to the Grand Floridian first and then over to the Polynesian. Steve, thanks for doing the video. Are you a DVC member? One of my favorite resorts. I am not a DVC member. Just moving down here, I live down here, so kind of defeats the purpose. But a lot of great benefits for DVC for sure. I would definitely recommend being a DVC member. The resorts they have are beautiful. My favorite resorts, Wilderness Lodge is definitely top of the list. The Animal Kingdom Lodge, the Polynesian I love. It's just, I love all the resorts. I mean, every single resort here is it's perfect. It's Disney, it's amazing. But if I had one chance, if I were to say you can only stay at one resort down here, Wilderness Lodge, I think for me is just such a great experience. The theming is beautiful over there. It's just gorgeous. Meadow 37, what is considered chilly here? Like I said, it's in the 60s here today. If you're walking around the parks, it's just a nice moderate temperature. If you're out on the water, it was really freezing. It drops down into the 30s and 40s here in the evening. We run the heat in our house in the evenings. It does get pretty chilly here, but it's deceiving, because it's always so hot here. When it drops down to the 50s and 60s, it's pretty chilly. So I would definitely recommend a jacket when it gets into those temperatures. When you're coming down from the northern states or colder areas, and you think 60, of course it's going to be warmer to you. But when you're down here, it really does get quite chilly in those temperatures. It's really a deceiving thing. So.
I'm getting your rope.
Resort budget in Corey Meets World with cut in line running joke on the stream at Hollywood Studios one night. Yeah, I saw Corey's stream the other night at Magic Kingdom. Hello. He had a ton of people on. He had over 1,000 people on. I was really excited for him. He's a cool guy too. I love Corey. Resort TV 1, always a great channel to watch as well. A lot of great live streamers out there. But no, I would definitely never cut in front of anybody. I'm not here to take away from other people's experiences. Just want to have my own great experience. Hello.
Please watch your head. Watch your head.
All right, we're going to take our side seat again. I just think it has great views, and I try to stay away from folks. I'm sitting here yapping away and stuff. I don't want to yap in people's ears. So everything is centralized right in this one dock area here. The Polynesian used to have its own separate dock, but now they've combined everything just because of the construction. Once they're finished with all the construction over there, they're gonna, have a whole new docking system here. So it'll be interesting to see once that is done. So like I said, again, this is going to take us to the Grand Floridian first, and then to Disney's Polynesian Resort. Weston Homes, have y'all stayed at Port Orleans Riverside? We actually stayed there back when it was Dixie Landings. So before it became Port Orleans Riverside, we stayed there back in the 90s or 2000s, back when it was still Dixie Landings, and we loved it there. I mean, it's a great resort. It's big, so you know it's a lot of walking around, but very lovely theme resorts. We really had a great time there. Plus, you have access to get over to Port Orleans French Quarter as well. You can walk back and forth. You can use the river cruise to get back and forth. So highly recommend those resorts. French Quarter, I think, is really just a beautiful, intimate resort. It's smaller. It's very quaint. It really has that New Orleans feel to it. Plus, you can get some beignets over there, Mickey beignets. You're never going to go wrong. And the shrimp and grits. One of my favorite meals in all of Disney is the shrimp and grits over at the French Quarter.
Welcome aboard. For your safety, please remain seated, keeping hands,
George
arms,
Stone,
feet,
360
and legs
viewers
inside
and
our boat at
122
all
likes.
times.
Hit that like button.
Supervise
Thank you
your
so
children.
much.
Now
You guys are
relax
really
and
being
enjoy
awesome
your
today. I do
cruise.
appreciate
And
that.
We'll have you at your port of call in just a few minutes. Thanks for sailing with us.
And there's that boat that's been eluding us again. There's the Mermaid one. Didn't get a chance to jump on that one today, but at least we get to see it. Take some pictures. And another great look at the construction that they're doing over here. This is all going to be new boat dock areas. This is part of the walkway that's coming in from the Grand Floridian.
My name is Pilot Maddie. Pleasure having you guys here today. Our first stop is going to be Grand Floridian, followed by Polynesian. So in the meantime, folks, just sit back, relax. I will have you at Grand Floridian in just a few minutes.
See, that's nice. I like when the cast member gets on and kind of gives a little bit of a personalized spiel over the radio. I'll let you know what's going on. Interacting with the cast members is definitely one of the best things you can do here as well. They can make your experience so much better through the resorts, the parks, the transportation. Anytime you can interact with cast members, I highly recommend doing that. We're going to get a good look at the bridge over here. Again, this is part of the walkway that's coming from the Grand Floridian. There's always a walkway that just was a dead end. You were never able to get all the way around because they have the canal here for the electric light pageant. They actually park those vessels back in this little canal. So there's never a walkway that you could use to get back and forth to the Grand Floridian. But now they've finally constructed or finishing the pathway around, and this bridge area over here is a pivoting bridge. So the bridge is actually going to go like this, so they can have it, you know, the bridge going over the water, so you can walk throughout most of the day. And then when they do the electric pageant itself, they'll be able to swing that bridge back around.
We are preparing to dock.
And
this is a free-floating vessel, and docking can be.
Sorry, I'm taking some pictures. I can't do two things at once.
Please remain seated.
You get the general idea, though.
Feet and legs inside the boat until your captain returns and gives you the.
So there you go. There's that pivoting bridge. So that'll basically just kind of swing closed like that. There's my giant hand in the way. Kind of swing closed like that. I think it's pretty cool. It's a great idea. I was wondering what they're going to do. I thought they would build like an arch bridge, but that probably would have been really expensive to do. So the pivoting bridge is, of course, a much smarter idea. But Disney is, you know, just much smarter than me in general, so they come up with the better ideas. Is it Doug Botego? Batego. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Thank you so much, Doug. $1.99 super chat. Hi, Rob. Another beautiful day. Doug, thank you so much, my friend. I apologize. My words aren't coming out right. Sometimes I just have to take a break. But, thank you so much for being here. I apologize if I did butcher your last name. Hopefully I said it right, though. Oh, hey, from Niagara Falls. Very cool. Feels like Niagara Falls here today. So this is our dock over at the Grand Floridian Resort. Again, this is a combined trip between Grand Floridian and the Polynesian.
Sorry folks, this wind is not my friend today.
That's all right. Just try to stay warm today.
Up there and I'll get you guys right up.
Captain's having a little rough time with the wind and the waves kind of pushing them around a little bit, but there's...
Gentlemen, anybody and everybody for Grand Floridian, you guys are now clear to exit.
They are doing a fantastic job today, though. Had full rides all around Bay Lake, all around Seven Seas Lagoon. Everybody's just been great today, so. Grand Floridian's popular today, so. Anthony, good morning. Thank you for being here. Joe Smith, I believe some of the larger, taller boats sometimes enter that canal also, so the swing bridge was likely the only option. Yeah, you know, that makes sense. That way, it doesn't matter what goes back and forth in that canal. So, you know, just my one level of brain power, you know, is only thinking, well, you have to build a bridge over the water. You know, my brain couldn't comprehend just making it a pivot bridge, which is, you know, just smart. But hey, that's cool. Now we get to see it and can't wait for it to be done. Like I said, the pathway has not been paved or anything yet. I just put a video up on Facebook from the monorail the other day, so you can check that out. You can see the pathway itself. Eventually, I'm sure they will pave it and you'll be able to walk all the way around, and then someday we'll be able to do... Sorry, I'm in your way here.
No, you're cool.
Do a cool live stream walking around
Welcome
all
aboard.
of Seven Seas Lagoon.
For your safety, please remain seated, keeping hands, arms, feet, and legs inside our boat at all times.
Anthony,
And
we're doing the Magic Kingdom boat
now
transportation
relax and
today.
enjoy your cruise.
Just
And
docked
we'll
at
have you
the
to port of
Grand
call
Floridian
in just a
Resort.
few minutes. Thanks for
Gorgeous
sailing
view of the
with us.
Contemporary and the Magic Kingdom over there. Our captain is doing a great job. She's going to take us over to Disney's Polynesian Resort now. We'll be able to pass by the wedding pavilion as well. But we did everything today. We did the Magic Kingdom ferry over from the TTC. We went over to Fort Wilderness, Wilderness Lodge, Contemporary Resort. Back to the Magic Kingdom. Now we just hit the Grand Floridian, and then we're going to hit the Polynesian Resort as well. So we can really make a day out of this. See just how really cool these boats are on the inside. Actually, the benches are pretty comfortable in here. Getting in and out of the boat is not bad at all. It's just a little step. Again, you got to hook up your strollers. Any kind of special needs or anything, they have the larger boats that you can, you know, take a scooter or a wheelchair in and out of. So you know, don't despair if you see this boat coming. They'll send a different boat over for you. So you can always use the Disney transportation. Again, it's free transportation. The only thing you really have to pay for is the Disney minivan, because that's more of a personalized service. But the boats, the buses, the monorail, the Disney Awesome Skyliner is all free. Take you anywhere on Disney property you want to go. And I can't reiterate enough, you know, get out here and enjoy these resorts. Come out here, like I said, have dinner, get a dinner reservation, come eat the quick service food, shop. You know, a lot of resorts have specialized resort merchandise. You know, they have Grand Floridian merchandise. The Skyliner resorts have Skyliner merchandise there. I love collecting, you know, different resort merchandise like cups and pictures and things like that from the resorts themselves. And just go and explore. I mean, just have a great time. It's here. This is why they call it Disney World. It's an entire world here for you to experience and enjoy. So get out and do it. And hopefully, you know, this helps you to try to figure out how to finagle to get around. It's really easy. Don't be intimidated by jumping on the transportation and taking it over somewhere. You can always find your way back. You know, there's a lot of different modes. Even if you just gotta walk, I mean, you can walk back half the time from a lot of these places, and well, at least eventually you will be once you get done at the Grand Floridian there.
For your safety, please remain seated.
All right, coming up on the Grand Floridian, the Polynesian dock now.
Your captain returns and gives you the all clear to go ashore.
And actually, my battery is just about to die on me here, so we made it through all of the resorts that I wanted to today. So I truly appreciate everyone being here today. Thank you so much for all of the super chats. You guys are so generous. I love talking to everyone today. I really had a great time. I had, what, 370, 380 people almost on the stream today. I appreciate you hitting that like button and sharing it out. We'll definitely be doing more live streams here in the future as well. All kinds of cool stuff like this. So truly hope you guys enjoyed it. And here we are at the dock itself. And I don't want to my stream to die here, so I'm probably gonna, once we get docked here, I'll cut it out. Just wanted you to see the dock itself. There you go.